All right, so what's up, y'all? All right, let's just jump into it. So today is the 12th of May 2021, and I had a consultation. I had a meeting with my therapist today, and I met with my therapist because as a man, I don't listen to my friends when it comes to making decisions when I'm in a relationship. Your friends will coddle you. Your friends will tell you everything you want to hear. As I was talking to my therapist today, my therapist made it clear that if that's what individuals want to do, let them do it. I had told individuals that they should go to therapy. They said, thanks for the advice. I look back on my life and it's the same song over and over again. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by it's the same song over again. I look at who I am as a person and what I am getting in return. I want to be clear about something. There was a movie that was made called 8mm. And 8mm was a movie that showed what happens when unfortunate individuals are kidnapped and sold on the dark market. Now, people that live in that world in the dark market, they may think that what they're doing is okay, but they're not telling everybody else what they're doing. The point that I'm trying to make is people do what's fine in their world. What I will never understand is how you guys are listening to a man that brought a house for $37. I told y'all about how I was going to get charged with mutiny, but I was the best mechanic in the military. It was said that I can change an engine with a butter knife. That's how I was described. I wrote books. I was told out of the 150 or so people that read my book, only one told me about the flaws in it, never told me anything else about the book. Got promoted 3 times when I was in the military, brought 3 houses in 7 months back in the 90s. Never tried weed, don't smoke, don't drink. Why is my communication as articulate as I can speak? Why is my communication never understood? I don't have a relationship with my mother. I don't have a relationship with my daughter, my brothers. And these are all things that I went to therapy for. My brother didn't invite me and my oldest brother to my dad's funeral, so I guess I should speak to him. My mom made a mockery of my business that I do now. I want to kill myself twice. And my therapist made a very, very valid point when my therapist said this. Your very work could be the reason why you will never be listened to. You do these videos and it kind of gives everybody a resume of your wrong. I would have never thought about that. So here's what I was told today by my therapist. My videos is a I don't ever have to listen to you free card. If I ever, when I'm in a relationship, my videos will be when we break up, this is why, etc., etc. And my jaw dropped. My therapist also asked me, so what have I been up to? I told my therapist that I start driving a truck. Let me back up. My therapist also told me today, so you were disappointed yet again. People, this car is a Toyota Corolla. I cannot take this car to the Volkswagen dealer and get it serviced because it's a Toyota. My therapist made a very, very valid point by saying this. People have a mind. No matter how much you want to give forward, they can change their mind. Let me simplify that. This car will always be a Toyota Corolla. Somebody can tell you they said something. Somebody can say that you asked them something. You answered it. They can say you never did. They can say whatever I want, whatever they want. People have a mind. And what I was told today was expect people to be themselves. Stop expecting them to listen to you. Expect people from now on to be themselves. And that's what I will do. But I'm going to say this. Really? 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 But I'm going to say this. I went to my therapist because I was feeling a certain way. I'm not listened to. But I'm going to end it with this. How does a pimp get a prostitute to go out there, sell her body, and bring him money? How? How does that happen? I'll tell you guys this, and I will always tell you. I will always look at a pimp and how a pimp is treated and will accept no less, because I'm not asking nobody to go out in the street and sell their body. All I'm asking is to be listened to. That's it. That's all I'm asking, is to be listened to. And once again, if this is just me saying this. If a pimp is listened to, a pimp can tell an individual, go out there and sell your body and bring me the money. As it stands today is February. Today is May the 12th. And I've never came up with a good idea, ever. I never came up with a good idea. So I'm going to take my therapist advice. I'm going to just start expecting people to be themselves. Because I said that was the last thing, but this is really the last thing. My therapist asked me, so what's new in your life? And I said, I'm driving these trucks. And I told my therapist about when I was going to go with Swift, told everybody I was going to go with Swift. And it fell through. And now everybody's looking at me like, I thought you said. People, for those that know me, know I had a business and sold it. When I sold my business, in addition to selling my business in a pandemic, my income dwindled down. Whenever, for those that know me knows, the money that I get every month from the military, whenever I have to use that, I get scared. It's called paranoia, but it's called positive paranoia. Anybody would know that you don't want to live off your retirement or start having to use your retirement at 50. So I always try to keep something in place so I don't ever have to use it. Well, it got to the point where I started having to use it. And I had a plan to stop that. And the trucking business was the plan. And I said something earlier. I said, people understand the worlds. People, in order to be in a relationship with somebody, you guys have to understand each other's world. My world don't seem as though it ever wants to be understood. And I'm not asking for it to be understood no more. Because when I started telling my therapist about the trucking business, my therapist noticed my mood changed. People, I failed at every relationship I ever had in my life and never so much as cursed at a woman. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself, how is that even? You know why? Expectations. But every time I set out to do something, I succeed at it. Later, y'all.